Cloud computing. Conceptually, cloud computing services are similar to electricity production. Instead of every household having to pay for its own power generator upfront, install it, and maintain it, we have a network of electrical wires connected to the local power plant. Then, we pay as we go, only for the electricity we use. The same analogy holds for municipal water and sewage services. Instead of everyone having an underground water pump and a septic field, we have a central intake of fresh water and sewage treatment plants. Cloud services are based on a very compelling value proposition. Instead of installing and maintaining software and hardware at your office, you subscribe to a service hosted on remote servers and accessible via the internet at a fraction of the cost. This digital plumbing includes the procurement and maintenance of hardware and software servers, networks, access control, security, data storage, backups, and a redundant environment for testing and development. In the cloud, you would put all the software needed to run your business. In your offices, which could be far away, all you need is an internet browser, a fast internet connection, and a password. Thus, you can just concentrate on leveraging the digital technologies in your existing processes and/or create new systems to enhance, for example, the customer experience instead of worrying about security, upgrading hardware and software, and maintaining communication networks. This graph illustrates the dramatic decrease in data storage cost over just 5 years. It went down almost 4 times. This is inversely correlated to the amount of total data on the internet. The dramatically decreasing prices of software, hardware, and telecommunications are what made cloud services possible. Cloud computing is a clever marketing term, but in the technical sense, it is nothing more than distributed computing enabled by internet connectivity. Cloud hosting companies specialize in providing all the digital plumbing. Due to economies of scale, cloud vendors can provide the digital plumbing services at a fraction of the cost. This model is especially attractive to smaller companies who do not have, or cannot afford, a dedicated IT professional to install and maintain hardware and software. Cloud-based services brought about professional-grade digital technology solutions at very low price points. In the past, only large companies could afford to buy and install expensive hardware and software at their premises, as telecommunication prices were prohibitive to smaller players. Software companies charged millions per installation because their costs were spread among very few customers. This expensive software and hardware provided a competitive advantage, as smaller players could not afford it. Not anymore. The power of software and hardware has become democratized. Cloud software and business software vendors can now charge much less per user, as they can access a much larger user base worldwide. Anyone can afford a world-class CRM or customer relationship management system for $20 per user per month. What used to cost millions is now very inexpensive. Here are the 4 major advantages of cloud services. First, concentrate on leveraging digital technologies to generate revenues, and/or cutting costs, rather than managing digital plumbing. Second, trade capital purchase for monthly service expense. Third, pay as you go. If you need more computing power around the peak shopping season, you do not need to buy more computers and then have them sit idle for the rest of the year. Just pay for temporary access to more computing power. Your total cost of IT will be lower when leveraging cloud services. And fourth, have top professionals guard your digital assets. Today, any company needs at least 3 full-time computer security professionals to effectively guard their business. Most smaller enterprises cannot afford such expense, and as a result, a lot of them are highly vulnerable to hacking. Cloud computing is not good news for computer technicians that currently manage the digital plumbing for their employers. Nevertheless, it is a very good trend, especially for any new business starting from scratch, as they can concentrate on growing their business by leveraging the latest inexpensive software and avoiding non-productive technical challenges associated with digital plumbing.